Don LeBatard.
Marriage at some point, I think for a lot of people, they get down to, and this is really a sad part about marriage, where you're just having sex one day a week. And that one day a week is Sunday. And so I love Sundays, but I hate everything I have to do leading up till Sunday, which is essentially agree with everything my wife says and does everything she asks me to do. And I'm only doing that for the Sundays. Because if I don't do it, there ain't no Sundays. And I can't live without my Sundays.
Stugotz.
I wonder if Abby hates Sundays.
Oh, she despises them.
This is the Don LeBatard Show with the Stugotz.
Yeah, but we drive by it. Whenever we go to Villa Rose Pizzeria on State Road 7 in Hollywood, great joint. We drive by our old homestead on the way home, where lays the concrete slab my dad fashioned into a small basketball court. My initials in the corner of it, GC.
Wow, that's a book that nobody wants to read.
No,
I got to tell you, I think I want to read this book.
Disagree.
Yeah.
In that corner bedroom, we played Stratomatic.
Oh, love it. Yeah.
Should have been dating girls, and instead we were playing Stratomatic as a teen. Sad.
You and Dick Cody?
He was in the Army at the time.
So who were you playing
Stationed
Stratomatic
in
with?
Japan.
Your friends?
Oh, I played by myself.
Because you said we. We were playing Stratomatic.
Well, it's the Imperial we.
So you were a lonely child.
I know. I was not lonely. I was a kid who was always amused by his own company, quite frankly.
He had a friend that was like 12 years older than him that would play with him.
That's true.
Oh,
That's
no.
kind of
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah, it's very creepy.
Yeah, Paul Ratke.
No, Paul.
Oh, Ratke.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, Paul.
What?
Friend 12-year-old. I mean.
12 years older.
Hey,
That-
look.
Put it up on the poll
Were you
at
12 and he
LeBatard
was
Show.
24?
I was
little bit
probably
weird, Greg.
I was probably 12 or 14.
Wow.
Oh, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Wait,
No,
so
it-
wait, hold on. He's a friend, not a babysitter. He's a friend. You had a
No.
friend who was 24
Yeah,
when you were 12?
Look, he was a neighbor. We were both into Stratomatic. I don't know if anybody out there knows Stratomatic baseball, but if
love
you're
it.
into it or if you were into it, it's like a cult. You were either into it or you weren't. So when I found out, mutually, we found out that we both loved Stratomatic baseball, we got together and played games. Roll that dice, baby.
Those were the only games you played, right?
You
Tell
and
me.
your
You sure that's
friend,
the only thing you loved was Stratomatic?
You and your older friend, your older, gentle
You
friend
guys are creepy.
with a mustache. At LeBatard Show, put it up. 12-year-old having a friend 12 years older, and just don't put any other options other than creepy. Just don't put creepy, not creepy, just creepy.
My daughters are 12 years old right now. Can you imagine if I came home from school one day and they're hanging out with a 24-year-old friend in the house? Oh, that is weird, Greg.
What if it
Sorry.
was a female friend?
Well, I'm assuming that that's what he's saying. It is.
Yes.
Why is that weird?
It's strange.
Well, you can't allow it if it's
What
a
does a
male friend.
24-year-old have in common with a
You cannot
12-year-old?
allow. Yes
Well-
or no? You cannot allow. If you have a 12-year-old daughter, you cannot allow your 12-year-old daughter to have a 24-year-old male friend.
Call the cops.
You can't allow that.
Hey, Dad, this is my friend. His name is Randy. He's a father of 4.
You can't. You can't allow that.
Okay, but to use your analogy, if your daughters had a female friend who was 12 years older, but they had a common interest that would be akin to Paul Ratke and I playing Stratomatic baseball, then what would be wrong with that?
Craig, you don't find anything weird about this?
Yeah, just the fact that a 24-year-old's hanging out with a 12-year-old. Like, they have an older friend, but their older friend is their babysitter.
Yeah, I'm going to run this name through a database.
People have told me it's weird. You guys aren't the first ones who have told me that, but
Because it's weird.
It just explains a lot.
like what?
I mean, like where bad ideas like 1440, the history of an American house, come from. Like, because, I'm guessing that bad things happened to you as a child that you may or may not remember, that you repressed, that now manifest in bad ideas. Bad ideas.
Bad book ideas.
Bad ideas, bad judgment, bad jokes. That you're scarred, that you're clearly scarred.
So if he were 12 years older than you, that means, is he still with us?
I have no idea. They moved out of the hood decades ago.
Don LeBatard. Don LeBatard.
I have a friend. He was very early on. This is great. This is a great, awful story. He was dating someone, and it was early in the dating process. And this one's going to be hard no matter where you are in the dating process. This one's going to be hard even if you've been married for many years. It's early in the dating process. She has to go to the bathroom. She goes to the bathroom. Bathroom overflows with debris.
Ooh.
She's quietly trying to clean it up. He walks up the stairs and sees her on her hands and knees. They meet eyes, and she immediately begins sobbing. Because of course. Because of course. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, of course she's going to begin sobbing. And I would have begun sobbing. In either scenario, even if I'd been walking up there, now in either scenario, I would have just started sobbing.
I would have looked up and been like, what? Happens.
You would have been. You would have so been, yeah. You would have just started a chatty conversation. You just would have said, if nothing was happening. Want to see a movie later?
Hey, champ.
Buh. Got poop in my hand. Buh.
I'll clean it up. Don't worry about it.
Stugotz. Chipper Jones.
I was a rookie, and I walked into the shower, and Doggy's in there. And, the community showers, there's probably 8 or 10 showers in there. And I walk in, and Doggy's adamant, come over here. I got to ask you something. That double that you hit in the gap, as a hitter, what were you thinking? And I was like, well, he got me out on, change-ups away, early in the game. And I picked a pitch in a situation to sit on that change-up and took it, up the gap in left center. And I looked down, and he's peeing on my foot.
No!
The whole time we're sitting there talking, he's literally urinating on my feet, and I almost broke him in half.
No!
Butt naked in the middle of that shower.
No! He didn't even care what you were saying, and he didn't care about his question. It was all to lure you into his urination trap.
Yes, he got me all kind of locked in on, something good that I did during the game, and just took it upon himself to urinate. But
how often would he do that?
He'd do it to most of the rookies, quite often.
Don LeBatard.
Poppy, who is your favorite NFL player? Who is the guy in the league that you like more than any other guy?
Oh, Kiko. Kiko is my man.
Oh, tell the people why. Tell the people, because you hate the Dolphins.
Huh?
You hate the Dolphins.
I hate the Dolphins, but since Kiko joined the Dolphins, I'm rooting for the Dolphins.
What have you been doing around here all the time?
I have been pushing for Kiko. I say, Kiko is the man that is going to get the Dolphins over the top. Did you watch that game yesterday? He was a star from beginning to end. Kiko,
yes.
Kiko,
Yes.
Kiko,
Yes.
Kiko,
Yes.
Kiko,
Hold
Kiko.
on, Poppy. We got a surprise for you,
Wow.
Poppy. We got a surprise for you here. Hold on a second. Hello? Are you there?
Hello.
Hello, Poppy. It's Kiko Alonso right there, Poppy.
Nah, that's
Dímelo,
not Kiko.
papi.
Dímelo,
Kiko.
Papi. Kiko! Papi!
Kiko, ¿cómo estás, Kiko?
Todo bien, dímelo, ¿qué pasa?
Óyeme, ¿te gusta el arroz con frijoles?
Claro, mira.
Eso es lo que te hace a ti ser un jugador bueno, mucho arroz con frijoles.
Really? Okay.
Claro.
Rice and beans are the
Maduro.
reason Kiko Alonso is a good
Maduro.
football player. Oh, and also some bananas.
Y picadillo, don't forget el
Also,
picadillo.
yeah, some beef.
Picadillo.
Some beef, yes.
So what's going on, Kiko?
Nada, tranquilo, tranquilo.
¿Cómo está la familia? Everybody good?
Sí, todo bien, todo feliz.
All right. That's it. All right. Time now for Stugotz of the day. Who behaved like the Stugotz of the day?
This person is a real piece of time for the Stugotz of the day.
You're going to soften that thing, man.
All right, we've got two candidates here, both in broadcasting. The first is a color man. He is a color man. What game is this, Mike? Do we need any more information on this?
This is the most exciting college football game of the weekend. Central Michigan, the Chippewas, a big upset victory at Oklahoma State, I believe. So you'll hear the color analyst jump in towards the tail end and see if you can spot why he's like Stugotz.
Cooper Rush back to throw it for CMU. Steps up in the back. It's going to lob it deep towards the end zone. And it's caught. A lateral back. Chippewas still on the move. 5. Corey Willis looking for the end zone for CMU. And he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
Over CMU! What? Who do we have to credit there? That's a college broadcast. No, is that...
credit. I imagine that's the Chippewa Radio Network right there.
Okay.
I love the Homer broadcast.
Well, but it's not just Homer broadcast. He's the Stugotz of the day because, first of all, he's trampling his play-by-play man and getting caught up in the moment. He says or almost says, you've got to be – can I tell you something? He should have gone ahead and done it.
Yeah.
It would have been a better call.
Yep.
It would have been a better call if he had gotten caught up in the emotion. And I don't feel like anybody would have actually fired him.
Complaints.
And I don't think anybody would have complained to the FCC.
This is Dan Schulman. I believe it's on a baseball broadcast. Polished Dan Schulman.
How is this possible?
Let's see.
We'd like to welcome those of you who watched Stan Wawrinka defeat Novak Djokovic for the U.S. Open Championship today.
It's Novak Djokovic.
Oh, did we just catch? Did we just catch
a little
him?
bit of Stugotz and everyone, Dano.
Wow, what just happened there? We just saw silence, and he was reading the name, and he didn't know what he had to make silent, and he realized he looked around the room. That would have so not happened to Frank the Tank from the CMU broadcast. Like he would have just burst right through it, punching whether he knew how to pronounce it or not. I think that what you saw there, beneath the veneer of polished broadcasting professionalism, is him realizing, you heard in the silence his insecurity as he realized, I should know this name. I should know this name, but it's spelled funny, and this is a name I should know. I'm a broadcast professional. I'm not going to fake this very well.
We'd like to welcome those of you who watched Stan Wawrinka defeat Novak Djokovic for the U.S. Open Championship today.
Djokovic.
How about this?
The Noker.
How about this?
Don LeBatard.
Finished online.
I'm pretty sure I have my degree, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I finished. I had such a weird setup.
What a scandal this would be.
No, but listen. This is
You're not certain you graduated?
I'm not totally certain.
Really?
Listen to this.
Wow.
Mike, there's nothing surprising about this.
None.
Nothing. But toward the end, it was such a scam I was running. I was really running a scam. Like, I was a sophomore in college.
Right.
And I was, writing these stories that were about this program that was rich and colorful and interesting. And, I was a peer of some of the guys who were getting in trouble or doing the trash talking or dancing, and they would just give me great stories.
And the Pell Grant story.
I didn't write that.
Really?
No.
You did it? I think you took down the program.
I
have friends who went to UM when you were there, and they still blame you to this day.
That is
betrayed us.
No, that is one of the worst misconceptions of my life. You guys keep blaming me for the Pell Grant scandal that toppled the program.
Right.
And when it arrived on my doorstep, my response was, "What's a Pell Grant?" So imagine what it's like to have that stigma on you when the real story is, what the hell's that? Anyway.
Likely story.
That's your version of it.
So let me get back to the scam because I'm real worried about being unpopular. That's something every day I'm very careful to increase my likability. I mean, I do it with strategic planners. I do it with PR people.
But why do people blame you? I'm telling you, I have friends who they still blame you.
I carried that with me until I met you, and you denied it for the first time. I was like, huh.
No,
he actually believes that
what
you sound
happened?
responsible.
No, see, that was the story that got them in trouble, the University of Miami in trouble, because they were bleeping with the federal government on financial aid. The stuff I was writing was about guys like watching teammates have sex from, in the windows and, being punished with laps for like egregious crimes. And so when we wrote that story, quoting players, telling the stories about how they were taking money, the Luther Campbell stuff, all that stuff. When we wrote it,
right.
Sports Illustrated took it, put it on the cover, and said, this is why the University of Miami needs to be disbanded. They took all of our information. So that's why I get that. But the Pell Grant stuff wasn't me, man.
All right.
So anyway, regardless. But if it was me, I'd take pride in it. But it wasn't me.
What?
I would.
No,
I'd take pride in it for doing good journalism. That was good journalism.
No.
Taking down your own school.
Judas.
I would absolutely take down my own school as a journalist if I find out that there was financial aid problems. Are you kidding me? I'm not hiding that story.
You're denying it now, but like at the time, like if you were in job interviews, you're like, oh, you're the Pell Grant guy. That was great work. Did you deny it then? Or you're like, oh, yeah, that's me.
If you say so.
Yeah.
I think I'd just be quiet.
I totally leverage that information for money. I would. I'd bring it to UM and be like, listen, I'm going to write this report.
Really?
There's an amount of money.
Blackmail.
Yep, that's what I do. Yeah,
felony blackmail.
Yep. If I was young, when I was young.
When you were young?
Yeah, I'd do it tomorrow.
This is the Dan LeBatard Show.